Let me tell you a story about a place that's become our family's haven. We call it The Rock.
I came to know The Rock actually from 2005. My husband and I had rented a cottage with our children in Hinchburgers Bay, and we would often ride our bicycles over to The Rock, which I didn't know existed, even though we had driven past it a number of times. And my kids and I would go there and we'd swim and we'd have a picnic up on the rocks and make a real afternoon of it, and we really grew to love that place.
It's become special to us in our family because my kids, when they were little, I take them there to swim. I'm sorry, getting a little emotional here. We do all kinds of fun things, play in the sand, whatever, but so many memories, romantic memories. It's a place of peace, of serenity, beauty, untouched, rustic land that we get to enjoy, we were enjoying. And it's really, really close to my heart.
We used to go there a lot. We'd pack a picnic, we'd take friends, my parents. It was just this, beautiful, beautiful place.
It's just a beautiful place that we can all congregate and hang out, be connected with nature. Yeah, it was just a place where we all like to be around each other.
Well, to be 15 years ago, almost next month, we had a nice early spring, and it was March. My husband said, you know what, we should go and have a picnic at the Rock. So we planned it, and the snow had melted and it was lovely, and we got up that morning and he picked me up, and then it was like kind of a little mini blizzard. I kept saying, well, maybe we should put it off. Maybe we should do another day. And he was like, no, we should go. And I was like, okay, I guess he really wants to see the Rock today. So we went out, and it was a raging snowstorm at that point, and I said, well, maybe we should just have our picnic in the car. And he said, no, let's go out to the Rock. We need to go out there. And so we went out, and suddenly he proposed to me. So that's our lovely story, and it's one of my favorite places on the planet, literally, because it was really where we started our family.
I like jumping in the water when I'm there. I feel happy, and I like having picnics there.
My daughter actually really, really wanted to come here today, but I said that the timing wasn't right. So she went out and she's like, I want to help Save the Rock. So she went and she wrote Save the Rock, and she drew the rock and some water in the trees, and she wants to do her part for the cause. She misses meeting her friends there. She feels really lonely because now if we want to go to the beach, we either have to go to North Bay or Callender.
I've known The Rock since I was a kid. I'm 59 years old. Well, my grandfather was born in Callender in 1913. Him and my grandmother moved out to Birch Grove Road. They watered their horses there. We went there on just little camps or little picnics.
The traditional access that people have been using for 50 plus years, we've even had reports up to almost 100 years of people using that access, has been closed off because a little portion of it is private. So the new owners have blocked that traditional access that people have been using for years.
I think it was the point where someone sent me a photograph of a chain link fence that was closing off, and I thought they actually photoshopped the picture. I came down the next day to see for myself, and sure enough, lo and behold, there was a chain link fence with a private sign saying stay out.
We showed up one day and there was a gate across the parking lot, and we just couldn't understand what was going on. And there were directions to park down in a field, which again, so inaccessible. So it took us a long time to figure out what had gone on.
It was pretty devastating to hear about it, and there was a little part of you that just, you didn't want to believe that you could be stopped from going there, you know, that access could be denied. It was something that you always counted on, a place that was always there. Even if you don't go all the time, it's a space that you know is there and is special, and, you know, a green space that's available to people. And so it was pretty devastating to hear about it, and definitely wanted to get connected and find ways where we could help, maybe support, you know, a cause to make sure we could keep access and be able to go there.
We were all upset with it because it really eliminates one of the few public places that we have in Nipissing for everybody to enjoy. And it makes me sad to think that we've come to a point in time where you can only enjoy the waterfront if you have some level of wealth to be able to buy your own shoreline. And it disturbs me, quite frankly, because there's a number of families that it completely discriminates against. And we as members of this community need to preserve that access to everyone, not just those with the money to buy it. And that is a special place. I know that it's been special for generations because we've been told by many neighbors.
One day we would just be gathering, next day there was no trespassing signs. And I'm a firm believer, if there's a sign, then you need to stop, wait, think, and then kind of go from there. So we stopped going as much because we felt a little uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden they erected the fence. And my heart stopped.
They need to just like reverse everything they've done. You know, I mean, it's a legal matter about land and protecting land and listening to those who vote you in, right? Listening to your community.
I mean, there's got to be a way to go together. I can appreciate why the owners want their privacy. They don't want the risk. They don't want the liability. That's fair. But there's got to be a solution to finding an in-between where they can have their portion that is theirs and they rightfully own it. But you got to be able to delineate it properly, clean it up, have something set in place that there's still that spot that the rest of the community can get to.
I believe a possible solution is for our municipality to deem that point of land as a cultural heritage site, and that it needs to be preserved, not just for now, but for our children's children and for generations to come. I just hope that we have a council that is willing to open up their minds to a resolution that fits the needs of this community and not to serve the pockets of the wealthy. That's my biggest wish out of this.
This beautiful place, the Rock, it's been around for decades for the public to enjoy. We need your support. We need it now. We hope you're with us because we're not going to have this place if we don't have your support, and we need you now. So I really hope you join us in being part of our community and that we can restore the public access to the Rock.